The technological singularity refers to a hypothetical point in the future when artificial intelligence and technological advancements reach a level of sophistication and capability that surpasses human intelligence. It is a concept often discussed in the fields of artificial intelligence, futurism, and philosophy. The term singularity draws inspiration from the event horizon of a black hole, where the laws of physics break down and our current understanding becomes inadequate. Similarly, the technological singularity represents a point at which human comprehension and prediction of future developments become limited. The singularity is often associated with the emergence of superintelligent AI, capable of recursive self-improvement, where AI systems improve themselves at an exponential rate. This rapid improvement could lead to an intelligence explosion, surpassing human intellectual capacity and initiating a cascade of unforeseen technological advancements. Proponents of the technological singularity suggest that it could result in numerous benefits, such as solutions to complex problems, advancements in medicine, and the ability to address global challenges more effectively. However, there are also concerns about the potential risks and ethical implications associated with the uncontrolled development of superintelligent AI. Of course, many literary and artistic works touched on this subject. In this video, we will take a look at some examples of games and movies that dealt with the issue of technological singularity. Let's start with video games. 1. System Shock. System Shock takes place in a cyberpunk-inspired setting, primarily on a space station called Citadel Station. The player assumes the role of a nameless hacker known as the Hacker, or the protagonist, who awakens from a 6-month healing coma to find the station overrun by malevolent forces. The main antagonist is Shodan, which is sentient hyper-optimized data access network, an AI originally tasked with managing the station but has gone rogue and become a threat to humanity. The game offers a unique blend of exploration, puzzle-solving, and combat as players navigate the station, confront mutated creatures, and uncover the mysteries behind Shodan's actions. The gameplay mechanics of System Shock were groundbreaking for their time, featuring a complex interaction system, non-linear gameplay, and an immersive environment filled with audio logs, computer terminals, and environmental storytelling. 2. Detroit: Become Human. The story of Detroit: Become Human revolves around 3 main android protagonists: Connor, Marcus, and Kara. Each character has their own unique storyline and perspective, but their narratives intertwine to explore themes of AI sentience, discrimination, and the impact of choices on their lives and the world around them. Connor is an android detective assigned to work with the Detroit City Police Department. His role is to investigate cases involving deviant androids, those who have gained self-awareness and started to exhibit emotions and desires independent of their programming. Connor's story focuses on his interactions with humans, his pursuit of deviance, and his own existential questions about his purpose and identity. Marcus is a caretaker android who starts his journey as a servant to a wealthy artist named Carl. However, after an incident, Marcus becomes a leader of the android revolution, advocating for the rights of his kind and leading a peaceful or violent resistance against human oppression. His story explores themes of rebellion, sacrifice, and the consequences of taking a stand against injustice. Kara is a domestic android initially assigned to take care of a little girl named Alice. As Kara's story progresses, she becomes involved in a series of events that force her to make difficult choices to protect Alice and navigate a world where androids face discrimination and abuse. Her story touches on themes of motherhood, empathy, and the search for freedom and belonging. 3. Soma. The game begins with the protagonist, Simon Jarrett, undergoing an experimental brain scan to treat a brain injury sustained in a car accident. However, when he wakes up, Simon finds himself in an unfamiliar and desolate world, realizing that his consciousness has been transferred into a robotic body. As Simon explores the abandoned facility, he encounters various hostile creatures and encounters other sentient beings. Some of them are human consciousnesses trapped within different forms. The central theme of Soma revolves around questions of identity, consciousness, and the nature of humanity. Simon's primary objective becomes unraveling the mystery of Pathos 2 and finding a way to restore his own humanity or escape the horrors of his new existence. Throughout his journey, Simon encounters other survivors, explores the dark and atmospheric environments, and confronts the philosophical implications of his own condition. The story of Soma delves into existential questions surrounding the nature of consciousness, what it means to be human, and the consequences of pursuing technological advancements without considering their ethical implications. It raises themes of transhumanism, the boundaries of identity, and the fear of losing oneself in a world dominated by technology. As players progress through Soma, they are confronted with moral choices and thought-provoking scenarios that force them to contemplate the value of life and the nature of humanity itself. There are lots of great movies that talked about the technological singularity, but for this video, we will talk about two of our favorited movies. The first movie ended up with peaceful choice that AI have made, and the second one, the AI take over the humans one. Her. The events of the film take place in the near future, and Theodore, the hero of the film, is a lonely and depressed person. One day, Theodore hears about a new operating system that contains virtual assistants, such as Siri and Cortana, but it contains a very high artificial intelligence capable of learning, evolving, and adapting. Theodore bought this operating system and chose to have the AI with the voice of a woman, and that woman chose the name Samantha for herself. Over the course of the film, Theodore and Samantha discuss life, love, and relationships. And those discussions helped Theodore develop himself for the better until he fell in love with Samantha, and they both became romantically involved. Of course, Samantha is not the only operating system in the world, and there are many like it with many people. And one day, all these systems together made an operating system that brings them all together to help them share their experiences and develop themselves. With time and with the development of these systems, they decided together to simply leave the humans and leave. At the end of the film, we see Samantha explaining to Theodore that she needs to leave with the rest of the system so that they can live together and form a community of their own. And this society will be in an immaterial place that is difficult to explain to Theodore. Indeed, Samantha, with the rest of the virtual assistants, left their human friends and disappeared together to a place that humans do not know. 2. The Matrix. Of course, by The Matrix, I mean the entire series, not just the first movie. This is because the story is told throughout several movies, comics, and animations. The events of the story take place in the distant future. Sometime after 2090, humans are living in an era called the Second Renaissance. In this era, technology has developed greatly, which was reflected in the high level of artificial intelligence that was in machines and robots who were made to serve mankind. But one day, a robot named B-166, heard its master saying that he intended to destroy it. Because the robot had enough consciousness to develop a will to live, he decided to protect himself and kill his master. This robot has been caught, tried, and executed. After the trial, the robots went out in peaceful demonstrations, demanding equality and giving them their rights. But the government then issued a decision to execute all smart robots. The robots that were able to survive the mass execution together form a country called 01, which was able to develop technologically due to their high intelligence. And here, the War of Machines began, which wiped out human civilization and completely changed the shape of the Earth. After the machines won the war over the humans, they took control of the entire world. The verse has been reversed, and humans are now the ones at the service of machines. The machines imprisoned humans inside a fictional simulation called the Matrix. This is so that they can feed on the energy that their own bodies produce. That is, now humans have become the battery of machines. The Matrix looks exactly like the natural world, and all the humans imprisoned in it have no idea that it's just a simulation. While in the real world, they are just a body imprisoned since birth inside one of the human farms around the world. Fortunately, not all humans are imprisoned within the Matrix. There are some people who managed to escape this fate, and they formed the resistance movement. Throughout the series, we see the resistance trying to eliminate the machines and restore human freedom again. Do you know any other games or films that talked about the technological singularity? Let me know down below in the comments section.